If you're a wedding photographer over 40, you might want to quit shooting weddings. That's what I did last year, and that was the best decision I ever made. Like, I was shooting weddings for about 10 plus years, right? And the things that I'm going to talk to you about today, since I've not been shooting weddings, like, it really was like, wow. I have been doing a lot with these weddings, and now I take even better care of myself now that I'm not shooting weddings. So yeah, today I'm going to talk to you about like at least about 4 things that like, yo, I'm glad the wedding photography industry is over for me. First thing that I don't miss about shooting weddings is the wedding day headache. Like, weddings on a wedding day is a headache. So, soon as you get your gear up and get ready to go, like you know your day is going to be hard. And on top of that, you're going to be dealing with different vendors. Sometimes you get professional vendors, sometimes you don't get professional vendors. But the ones that are unprofessional, that have not been in the game long, like, yo, they make your day even harder. Because especially when we're taking photos after the wedding ceremony, it's already a hectic time for the photographer if we don't have like a shot list and people are not sticking together, because every family is different with these weddings. Like, every wedding you don't get is like a chill wedding. So if you shooting weddings and you have that wedding planner or wedding coordinator that's on your neck and you're trying to pose people and take photos at the same time, yo, that little part right there, that little 30-minute, 45-minute gap right there, oh man, not only do you have to deal with people, but you also have to deal with the vendors that are trying to rush the process and don't understand the process. So that was one of the biggest things that I do not miss, because it's a lot going on during that time. Like, it's too much. And then sometimes in the beginning, like say for instance, the bride and groom decide to do 2 different locations, and the wedding is in one location and the reception is in one location. Like, yo, you have to drive to like 3 different locations before the wedding even begins. And then you have to go to the reception. You be like, yo, you have to pack up gear, put your gear back. Like, that's a lot by itself right there. Sometimes I used to just put my gear on my front seat on the passenger side and just roll with it like that and just rush to the venue so that I can get there to take some photos, because like you want to beat the guests there. So that's a lot of anxiety, I would say, on top of your head, because you're like anxious and just ready to like do this, do that, do this and do that, and you cannot rest. Like, your feet, that's another thing. Your feet gonna start hurting around at least about 4 or 5 hours after 40. Like, after 40 years old shooting these weddings and you're not in shape, like, you really gonna feel it that day. And that's another thing that has helped me since I stopped shooting weddings. I've been able to work out on a workout schedule. So now my body is prepared to do certain things. Like, when I was shooting these weddings and editing and all that, like, I was not in shape. I was not eating healthy. I was just shooting these weddings, running up and down the road, and just like, yo, it was a lot. And then I was like, yo, this is a little bit too much, you know what I'm saying? Then I had to start asking myself, sitting down in the truck one day, I'd be like, yo, is this really worth it? I like my job, but at the same time, like, at the end of certain weddings, like, you have to ask yourself, is it really worth it? The second thing that I don't miss, selling myself. Like, every client that you get on a call is not going to be a good client. They're not going to understand your price. So you have to go leaping through hoops to try to get them to book you. And then on top of that, sometimes I be on a client at least about an hour trying to book them, done hear all type of different stories from them, and they still don't got the money to book. Like, that used to be the worst, because like, you can't really control what type of leads you get. So hopping on the call first, you want to get the timeline of the wedding from the bride and groom. So you want to make sure that everything is on point. You want to give them to look at your packages. You want to let them know exactly what you do. So they on top of that, they have stories to tell you. Like, it's a lot going on the call before you even get booked. So that's when it was like, yo, it was just too much of that. Like, I really do not miss that process. That booking process, oh my God, that used to be the worst. Because I can have a good day, and then I have to get on a call with a client, and then you get on the call with the client, and then the client doesn't have the money to pay you, and you just waste your time for no apparent reason.
Yo, real quick, if you watching this and you got a nice camera, but you don't got no clients, I've made a free 30-day challenge that breaks down exactly how I book 3 clients in 21 days. No ads, no websites, just Instagram and a strategy. The link is in the description. Go grab it now.
Like, it's not like that now that I work with small business owners. Like, small business owners, like, they're ready to go. They book on the call and they pay the full amount. That's another thing with those deposits. Like, I have a wife and 3 kids. Like, I don't have time to be holding a deposit and then waiting months or even a year for the remaining balance. That's not sustainable for my business, for my lifestyle, none of that. So I definitely had to get out of that because I knew that was not worth it. Once I figured out a way that I could get with clients that could pay me my worth up front, I knew that was worth it. And the weddings, I had to be like, yo, I got to go. And the next thing is, I'm about to be 44 this year. Like, yo, I know I probably don't look 44, but at the same time, like, yo, I'm not trying to damage my body up no more. Like, the long days of shooting on my feet, the long days of editing, sitting down, like, yo, I don't miss it right now. Like, I do not miss it because, like, it's so much work put in the editing process and just on your feet all day. Like, just like I say, I was not really in shape. But once I start getting in shape and doing the right things, my body start feeling better. So now that my body's feeling better and now that I'm working less with business owners, like, it has been like, wow, I was really damaging my body when I was doing so much. Like, I can imagine, like, I be seeing videographers now, they be having all the extra stuff on. Like, yo, how do you hold on to that stuff for 8 hours? Yo, I understand that they're young, but man, that is going to catch up with them. Like, I'm not about to do all that. Like, I don't know what it's called. Y'all can comment below and let me know what it's called, but they be holding the videographer thing and they be coming around their back like, yo, I'm not doing all that for no weddings. Even jobs that are 9 to 5, I never had nothing to hold on to my body for that long. So I'm like, yo, it's a lot going on in this space, and I got to go. And the last thing I don't miss is being under contract, like booking these weddings a year out in advance, and things come up, events come up, family events coming up, and you book the wedding on that day. Like, yo, that used to be the worst for me. I used to miss a lot of events, like even my daughter's softball games, because I was already on the calendar to shoot a wedding. So I had to miss my daughter's softball game and then go shoot the wedding. Like, that was not the best thing that I could do as a dad. Like, these are the moments that I don't want to miss. I understand, like, we are capturing other people's memories, but what about my memories? Like, I got selfish about that. Like, my parents ain't been there for me, so I definitely want to be there for my kids. And now, since I'm not shooting weddings, I'm able to be there for my kids and just enjoy every event, every school event, every game that they have. I'm able to enjoy my family on Saturdays. Like, this past year, I sat home and watched college football and NFL football. And, like, yo, I've never done that in years. I haven't done that in years. And then the Super Bowl coming up Sunday, I'm looking forward to that. So it's just, when you're over 40, it's a different type of lifestyle you want to live. It's more relaxed. That's where I'm at now. So that's why I made this video. So hopefully you photographers over 40, like, take time to enjoy your family. Take time to enjoy the simple things in life. Like, you don't want to be like being a wedding photographer, working Saturdays, editing, and just like being unhealthy, and just like, those are the things that I didn't realize I was doing until I quit weddings, and now it's like, wow, boy, you did a lot. You did a lot these last 10 years plus, and now I can just sit back and enjoy what I'm doing now and just like enjoy the moment. You know what I'm saying? It's better when you enjoy the moment and you don't have to be no certain place. Like, yo. So yeah, hopefully this video helps you photographers over 40 that are looking to jump in the wedding industry or thinking about getting out. Like, I think it'll be worth it if you get out, bro. Because, like, you just can work with small business owners. Like, I work with small business owners during the week, and they're way easier. Like, I meet with them once a month and make a bunch of content for 3 hours and go home and chop it up. Like, chop up the content and send it to them, and I just meet with them once per month. Like, that's the, man, once you dig into that, like, you will be able to enjoy your life. So hopefully this video helps you. In the meantime, check out this video. Your boy out. Chill.